Good morning, students. Next, we are going to see important aspects of electric field. If the charge Q is positive, then electric field points away from the source charge. See this diagram. Next, if Q is negative, the electric field point towards the source charge. Q is towards the field. Okay, see the diagram. If Q is positive, the force on the test charge Q naught is directed away from the Q. If Q is negative, the force on the test charge Q naught is directed towards Q. Okay. So next one is, if distance increases, electric field decreases in magnitude. See, if there is some charge, the distance P, another one distance Q, another one distance R. See, when from charge P is very small, so electric field, magnitude of electric field is maximum. Here Q is very large when compared to P, so electric field Q is minimum magnitude, also R. So if charge is negative means, if P, Q, R, the electric field magnitude towards charge is, this is maximum, this is very minimum, this is compared to Q, this is R. R is little bit maximum. Okay. Next, uniform and non-uniform electric field. There are two kinds of electric field. One is uniform and non-uniform electric field. Uniform electric field will have same direction and constant magnitude. See, this magnitude is constant at all points in the space. But non-uniform magnetic field will have different directions. See, different directions and different magnitudes. See, the magnitude is very different. This is called a non-uniform electric field. Okay, this is uniform electric field, this is non-uniform electric field. So next topic is electric field due to the system of point charges. Consider a collection of point charges, see Q1, Q2, Q3 and Qn, located at various points in the space. See, this is, consider this is a space. Okay, so in order to calculate superposition of electric field E total, see, this is electric field on P due to Q1, that is called E vector 1P. Similarly, this is E vector 2P, this is E vector 3P. So electric field, total electric field, we have to calculate using the formula E total equal to E1P vector plus E2P vector plus E3P vector plus etc. ENP vector. So we know that what is E1P? E1P is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 divided by R square 1P R vector 1P. Similarly, E 2p vector equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q2 by r square 2p r cap 2p. Therefore, we can write E total equal to, taking this 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught in common, so q1 by r square 1p r cap 1p plus q2 by r square 2p r cap 2p plus etc. qn divided by r square np r cap np. So we can write in the form of summation E total equal to this 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught summation of I equal to 1 to n qi by rip square r cap ip. This is called electric field due to a system of point charge. Okay. So next topic is electric field due to continuous charge distribution. So electric field due to charged sphere or wire, it is very difficult to look at individual charges. It is very difficult to look individual charges. So charge distributed continuously on the charged bodies, and the discrete nature of charges is not considering here. So the entire charged objects is divided into large number of elements. See these elements 1, 2, 3, this is large number of elements, that is called delta q1, delta q2, delta q3, etc., delta qn. So therefore electric field E is approximately equal to, I can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught delta q1 divided by r square 1p r cap 1p plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught delta q2 by r square 2p r cap 2p plus etc. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught delta qn divided by r square np r cap np. So taking this constant 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught outside the bracket, so delta q1 by r square 1p r cap 1p plus delta q2 divided by r square 2p r cap 2p plus etc. delta qn divided by r square np r cap np. This is equal to E vector. Okay, so we can write in the form of summation 4 pi epsilon naught summation of I equal to 1 to n delta qi by r square ip r cap ip. This is C vector. Okay, this is only approximation. To incorporate the continuous distribution of charges, we take limit. Okay, we take limit delta q tends to 0, that is equal to delta q. This approximation becomes an integration. See, using the integration E vector is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught integral dq by r square r cap. Okay, here r, this r is distance of the point from infinitesimal charge dq, and r cap is unit vector from dq to that point. Okay, so I can write here, this is r1, this is r2, this is r3. Okay, so here this is r cap 1, r cap 2, here r cap 3. Okay, so next, line charge distribution. If the charge q is uniformly distributed along the wire of length L, we now consider this is L is a length of the wire, therefore linear charge density we can write as lambda. Lambda is called linear charge density. Okay, what is lambda? Lambda equal to q by L, or simply called as lambda equal to dq by dl. What is the unit of linear charge density? Coulomb per meter. This is the unit of q is coulomb, so length is meter, so coulomb per meter, simply called as cm power minus 1. Okay, next, if space charge distribution C dq equal to sigma dA. What is sigma? Sigma is surface charge density, so simply called as sigma equal to q by A, therefore r sigma equal to dq by dA. Okay, what is the unit of sigma? Coulomb per meter square. The unit is coulomb, area is meter square, therefore cm power minus 2. Okay, if the charge q is distributed linear and the surface charge distribution, the electric field E can be written as E equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, instead of dq, lambda dl by r square r cap. So taking lambda in, lambda is a constant, taking outside, lambda by 4 pi epsilon naught integral dl by r square r cap. So surface charge distribution, E vector equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught integral sigma dA by r square r cap. Taking sigma outside, sigma by 4 pi epsilon naught integral dA by r square r cap. Okay, finally the volume charge distribution. If the charge q is uniformly distributed in a volume V, then volume charge density we can represent it as rho. So rho is volume charge density, therefore rho equal to q by V, charge by volume, or rho equal to dq by dV. So what is the unit? Coulomb per meter cube. So this is coulomb, V is volume, meter cube, so cm power minus 3. Therefore electric field due to volume of total charge q is given by E vector equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught integral rho dV by r square r cap. So taking rho outside, rho by 4 pi epsilon naught integral dV by r square r cap. So this is electric field due to volume of total charge. So this is electric field due to total charge q, total surface charge. So this is electric field due to total linear charge. Okay, thank you.